Today we are talking about the peak fight that is Rin Kaji versus Kanon Banjo. Now, for anybody who isn't a Windbreaker fan on the channel, you should probably click off and go watch Windbreaker. Windbreaker is peak. And then, if you're interested in the manga, go read the manga. But, yeah, this video is for my Windbreaker fans out there. Right now, there are only two, because I saw two people vote for me wanting to cover the manga on the channel. So yeah, to those two Windbreaker fans, I am covering it today with the Rin Kaji versus Kanon fight. Now, I will be covering other fights from Noroshi, Gravel, Keel, you know all that. We'll be covering all those fights from the manga and new chapters every day when it comes out. Now, the thing is, just bear with me. I know the screenshots are going to look hella shitty, but there's not really many images I can download off of Google for this video. Again, my editing is shit, so just bear with me, please. Anyways, let's get on with it. We start by getting introduced to Kanon Banjo, the third strongest in the Orochi. He is a femboy. Not gonna lie, getting your ass beat by a femboy is insane, but we'll get to that later. But Kanon Banjo is one of my favorite characters simply because of how crazy he is. I love how goofy he is too. Like, he's at some of the craziest panels. You're gonna see that later. And also, he's a femboy. Who doesn't love femboys? My favorite character of all time though, Suo. My third favorite is Joe. And my second favorite's Kanon. Enough of that shit. We got Rin Kaji in the other second years trying to fight back against him, but Kanon just got that dog in him. He's beating the shit out of them. Like, when I mean he's beating the shit out of them, he's beating the shit out of them. They are literally getting fucking destroyed. You got Metal Bat over here trying to scrap against him, but he doesn't get very far. Then Mushroom Head wanted to come join in the fight, and then Kanon just knocks his ass out of the way. Like, they both get sent flying back behind Kaji, and this causes Kaji to crash out. Now, Kaji is one of the biggest crash outs in Windbreaker. This isn't the first time he's did this. He's did this in the Keel arc against their leader. And now he's doing it against Kanon Banjo. This dude tried walking up to Kanon Banjo. He was one of Kanon Banjo's minions. And Kanon Banjo starts beating his ass for trying to get involved. Telling him that this is not your fight. You need to get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Kanon Banjo is unhinged. Put this motherfucker in fucking solitary confinement. Like, he is insane. Like, I know there are some deranged motherfuckers in Windbreaker. We got the leader of Keel, we got Choji, Joe, we got fucking Kanon Banjo, who was 10 times worse than all of them. You'll see why when we get into the Hiragi versus Kanon Banjo, because he gets 10 times worse. We're back to Kaji with his friends, and he's basically just looking at their beaten up bodies and is starting to see red, as I should put it. Kaji hands his headphones to Mushroom Head, and he's about to go, but his friends try to stop him, but then Kaji just looks back at them like this, and basically just tells them that it's okay, just let him crash out, and they have to let go. So then Kanon is still beating the shit out of this guy who is knocked out, by the way, and then he looks over and sees Kaji looking at him, ready to crash out. Kaji proceeds to scream at the top of his lungs at Kanon. And then once he does that, he sees white. You know it's over when an anime character sees white and goes into their rage mode. Now, what does Kanon do in this situation? He walks closer to Kaji and basically just starts to be on his weird ass time and saying, "Oh my, that's a good face you have." Kaji charges at Kanon with fucking white in his eyes, and Kanon just laughs while dodging. However, he ain't gonna be laughing anytime soon. Kanon tries to go for an elbow, and Kaji bites that elbow. Now, goddamn, that takes a lot of talent to do. Being able to bite someone's elbow as it's coming towards their face with the intention of hurting you. Gotta fucking congratulate my man Kaji here. That's some actual fucking talent, bro. I could never do that in my life, but that does do some damage to Kanon, but Kanon just tries to go for a punch, and then Kaji hits him with the meanest uppercut I've seen in a long time. You think that sends Kaji or Kanon back, but then Kanon just gets back up, grabs Kaji by the hair. Kaji is just ran out of crash out fuel. He is out of energy. So then he just drops Kaji and starts bashing his head into the ground like a psychopath. Talk about why won't you get up? Our fight isn't over. You need to get up. Get the fuck up. Like, he's like your strict mother trying to wake you up for school. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, this is insane. Now, just as things are getting hopeless, the GOAT, Hiragi, shows up and dropkicks Kanon Banjo straight in the face. One of the best moments in all of Windbreaker. And I just gotta say, this was one of the best pull-ups as well. Like, Hiragi, him coming over here was completely unexpected. Like, I did not expect this when I was reading through the Nooroshi arc. It's insane. Then we got Sako pulling up and the rest of Shishitoran. If you don't know what's going on, basically Shishitoran and other gangs throughout the series have come to help out Bofuri against Nooroshi. And Sako and Hiragi came to the bridge to help out the second years who were losing very badly over here. So that's the situation. We got Hiragi over here trying to comfort Kaji as he wakes up from his crash out. We get a tiny flashback to when Hiragi has had to save Kaji from his crash out moments multiple times in the past, and Kaji apologizes for having the crash out again, and then Hiragi basically tells him that it's all good, that he should now relax. You know, W moment. It would have been so much better if I covered the backstory of Kanon Banjo, Kaji. Sorry, their names are kind of similar. If I covered Kaji's backstory, this moment would have been more impactful. I deadass teared up when I saw this moment. I'm not even fucking kidding. And you know what ruined it? Me scrolling down and seeing Kanon's goofy ass fucking face here. Like, let me show you. I swear, bro, this freaky ass femboy. He's squealing like a little girl and saying, "Yay, yay, yay, Hiragi is here." Like, bro, aren't you like 18 years old? Aren't you like a full-grown adult? I don't know the age. We don't know the age of most Nooroshi members. We know the age of Indo and Shika. I think they're around the same age as Umemiya, who is 18. So Kanon Banjo is probably around their age. Motherfucker's 18, squealing like a little girl at the side of Hiragi. What the fuck? And he's blushing. Just as Kanon is about to start yapping, Hiragi tells him to shut up. And he tells him to never open that mouth of his again. Not gonna lie, I have to agree with Hiragi here. Kanon, you are a little too freaky. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you're competing with Nostradamus in terms of the freaky femboy Crunchyroll awards for this year, not gonna lie. I mean, I know both of y'all are manga characters technically, so y'all won't be able to apply, but y'all are some freaky ass femboys. We got a kidnapper and we got a child kidnapper in Nostradamus, and then we got the case that is Kanon Banjo, who I haven't even fully unraveled yet. In the next video, we are talking about Kanon Banjo versus Hiragi, a peak fight in Windbreaker, and probably when the stakes were the highest in all of Windbreaker. We've had the closest deaths in this fight. That's right, too. This is the closest we've had a single death in Windbreaker. Maybe besides a few other fights, but this is the closest someone has been killed in Windbreaker. This fight is insane. This isn't even about fucking gang violence anymore. It's a literal whole entire territorial dispute. What is Windbreaker even about?